In the 44 countries that comprise the European continent, the Baptist Bible Fellowship International currently has 149 missionaries reaching out with the gospel of Jesus Christ to 733 million people. Once a source of missions outreach around the world, Europe is now in need of missionaries being sent to it. Christianity in Europe has been replaced by humanist philosophies. As a post-Christian continent, Europe is relatively secular and has an increasing number of irreligious, agnostic, and atheistic people. When secularism and socialism began to overtake Europe, people started looking to themselves and the governments for their needs, dismissing their need of God. Because Europeans had turned from God in such a strong way and drifted so far from Him, efforts to reach them have been quite difficult and slow. This does not affect the call upon our missionaries to go to Europe. The BBFI has had missionaries in Europe since 1962, and they've been able to evangelize, baptize, and train believers. Churches have been started, and while there are not many large churches, there are some strong congregations who have a desire to reach their people with the gospel. Millions of unreached peoples from restricted areas continue to pour into Europe from areas of the Middle East or Northern Africa, making Europe a melting pot of peoples and ethnically diverse cultures. Europe is home to the highest number of migrants of all global regions at 70.6 million people. Europe remains one of the greatest and significant mission fields on earth. With many churches being multinational, some of our churches have seen this as an opportunity to reach those of other nationalities from all over the world who migrate to Europe. New methods of outreach are also being used in Europe today. With the use of technology and the building of relationships, missionaries are seeing more and more people being evangelized and becoming disciples. Particularly in Eastern Europe, many doors that were open just a few years ago at the fall of communism are beginning to close again. No one knows how much longer Europe will be open to missionaries. There is a need for people to go and reach the Europeans while we still have the time. We must rise up to this challenge today. Because of immigration issues, parts of Western Europe are more difficult to obtain permission to live and minister. However, because of the efforts of our early missionaries, there are opportunities to enter under their registered ministries. Europe is certainly a challenging place to serve. Rising costs, changing cultures, and an indifference to the gospel are all difficult but not insurmountable obstacles. More missionaries are needed, and the time is now. Europe has been labeled the new dark continent because of its spiritual darkness. With many people from other parts of the world moving to Europe, the need for more laborers increases. It could be that Europe becomes the training ground for those that will return to their own countries, some of which are closed to missionaries. No doubt, the need for more missionaries is huge in this region, not only to reach the Europeans and the immigrants from around the world, but also to train leaders to take the light of the gospel of Jesus Christ where it has yet to be taken.